Good evening, everybody. Today is Thursday, the 12th of June 2025. My name is Mr. Joe Turner, and I am the General Manager for the JBMR. So I have quite a few updates to share with you this evening. So the first update we have for you is in relation to our resident diesel locomotive Class 20, number D8310 in BR green livery. So on the 30th of April 2025, our resident diesel locomotive Class 20, numbered D8310, underwent her third and final fitness to run FTR exam. I'm very pleased to announce that it passed and is now back in traffic. Currently, our resident diesel locomotive Class 20, numbered D8310, currently sports British Rail green livery. The next update we have for you is in relation to our resident diesel locomotive Class 45 Peak, numbered 45067, the Devonshire Regiment. So on the 5th of May 2025, we announced that our resident diesel locomotive Class 45 Peak, numbered 45067, the Devonshire Regiment, was set to undergo her first fitness to run FTR exam. And I'm very, very pleased to announce that it passed that exam and then also passed the remaining fitness to run exams that it was asked to do, and has now subsequently returned to traffic. Currently, our resident diesel locomotive Class 45 Peak, numbered 45067, the Devonshire Regiment, currently sports British Rail blue livery. The next update we have for you is in relation to the acquisition of our resident steam locomotive Class 4900 Hall, numbered 4927 Farnborough Hall. So on the 9th of May 2025, we announced that we had acquired the services of steam locomotive Class 4900 Hall, numbered 4927 Farnborough Hall. I'm very pleased to announce that it has now arrived and is now awaiting testing. I'm just trying to find the date. It arrived on the 14th of May 2025. Currently, 4927 Farnborough Hall currently sports Great Western Railway green livery. So the next update we have for you is in relation to our resident steam locomotive Class 4900 Hall, previously numbered 5905 Nosey Hall. So on the 14th of May 2025, we announced that our previously numbered 5905 Nosey Hall was to be renumbered and now runs as 4905 Barton Hall. Currently, this locomotive is not in service and it is currently in the shed undergoing a heavy maintenance schedule and a boiler washout, and is not due to be back in service until at least February next year, which is in 2026. The next update we have for you is in relation to an announcement we made about hosting a mixed steam gala in 2026. So on the 16th of May 2025, we announced that we are hosting a mixed steam gala using both large and small steam locomotives from our home fleet, and is going to be kicking off on the 25th of June 2026 until the 30th of June 2026. So it's a 5-day gala. Trains will be running throughout the day from 9 a.m. And the locomotives that are set to feature are as followed. They have changed slightly, so I will read out what the updated version is, which isn't the exact version of what I'm actually reading, but this is the up-to-date version. So locomotives set to feature are Class 57XX pannier tank engines, numbered 5787 and 7792 respectively. Class 4500 small prairie tank engine, numbered 4544. Class 4575 small prairie tank engine, numbered 5525. Class 56XX tank engines, numbered 5688 and 5612 respectively. Class 7800 Manor class, numbered 7809 Childry Manor and 7830 Norton Manor respectively. And finally, Class 4900 Hall class, numbered 4927 Farnborough Hall and 4905 Barton Hall respectively. The next update we have for you is in relation to our resident steam locomotive class 45XX small prairie tank engine, numbered 4544 in Great Western Railway green livery. So on the 18th of May 2025, we announced that our resident steam locomotive class 45XX small prairie tank engine, numbered 4544, was to undergo her running boiler inspection. And I'm very pleased to announce that she did pass that inspection. The next update we have for you is in relation to a event announcement. So on the 18th of May 2025, we announced that starting from 2026, we'll be hosting our very own evening fish and chip dining service, which is going to be on the 24th, 25th and 26th of October 2026, and will be steam hauled. And the train will be departing at 7:45 p.m. and it will return at 9:30 p.m. This is subject to change. As you know, we are still closed, but please do keep an eye out. And we have put a block on tickets for this event at this moment in time to prevent any issues. But we will keep you updated and posted on any updates surrounding any news or indeed any of our event news. The next update for you is again on the 18th of May 2025. We announced that we were hosting a evening fish and chip train also, but using our diesel locomotives from our home fleet. which is very much the same as what I've previously said. However, it will be slightly earlier than the steam-hauled fish and chip train. So this event kicks off during 2026 on the 25th, 26th, and the 27th of July 2026. And will be hauled by our resident diesel locomotive class 43 warship diesel, numbered D863 Warrior in British Rail blue livery. The next update we have for you is in relation to our resident steam locomotive class 45XX small prairie tank engine, numbered 4544. So once more, on the 18th of May 2025, we announced that our resident steam locomotive class 45XX small prairie tank engine, numbered 4544, passed her running boiler inspection, and that it could continue with undergoing fitness to run exams. And it also marked on the same day. It also, once it passed its running boiler exam, it had the warming fire removed and a running fire lit for the very first time since its overhaul. The next update we have for you is in relation to our resident diesel shunter class 03, numbered 03110. So on the 21st of May 2025, we announced that our resident diesel shunter class 03, numbered 03110, had finally had all the repairs completed, following it being declared failed during the morning of Friday the 26th of April 2024. So all of about 17 or 18 months out of service, which is a very, very long time. Currently, this locomotive is awaiting testing. The queue has seemed to be getting shorter and then longer and then shorter and longer. So it's been a bit up and down, but we are hoping to test it in the next few weeks. Currently, our resident diesel shunter class 03, numbered 03110, currently sports National Coal Board black livery. The next update is in relation to some latest news, which not like breaking latest, as in latest when this post went out, I must say. So on the 24th of May 2025, we announced that the heavy maintenance on our resident steam locomotive class 4900 Hall, numbered 4905, had come to a bit of a halt and suffered a few days delay. This was due to the this was due to a bit of essential maintenance that was needed to have taken place at the coal stave, which is adjacent to our maintenance traction depot, where for our resident steam locomotive class 4900 Hall, numbered 4927 from 4905 rather, Barton Hall was and is undergoing her heavy maintenance. And I can announce that that was all done successfully, and the heavy maintenance is now currently ongoing. The next update we have for you is in relation to a small, well, quite a major incident that we had. So on the 24th of May 2025, we announced that we had a critical coal shortage. Unfortunately, this affected all steam locomotive activity, i.e., fitness to run exams. We had to stop 4544's fitness exam, first fitness to run exam prior to it going ahead due to the critical levels of coal that we had. And it also stopped any shunting duties that we were going to be planning that week. So we obviously had to cease all that, and any shunting activities replaced with diesel. So yes. The next update we have for you is in relation to our coal stave adjacent to our maintenance traction depot. So on the 26th of May 2025, we announced that whilst we were awaiting a coal delivery due to the critical shortage that we have already we've just mentioned, we took the opportunity to repaint our coal stave, and it is now sporting a lovely red livery or red colour. We did give it a black undercoat, and then we weren't very happy with it, and then we decided it was going to be painted red. So therefore it is now in red, and it looks really, really nice. And the work on the coal stave was finally completed on the 27th of May 2025. On the next update we have for you is in relation to another issue that we had to overcome whilst we were waiting for our delivery. So on the 29th of May 2025, we were expecting our coal delivery for the next day, which was the Friday, the 30th. Unfortunately, it didn't arrive when it should have, which led to quite a few angry phone calls. And we did manage to get it sorted. And ironically, it decided to turn up the next day, all of a day late. But it was not ideal, and I was not amused. So yes, so that again threw everything into turmoil. So yes, yeah, and it did arrive on the Sunday, which was the 31st of May 2025, which also coincides with our air show that we have in the area that we are located. So I remember because I was just about to leave for the air show and it arrived. Ironically, it was rubbish timing. I can't say what I actually think, but yeah, it's really rubbish timing, to say the least. But all that said, everyone that I spoke to was very, very understanding. So top marks to them. The next update we have for you is in relation to our resident our resident steam locomotive class 45XX small prairie tank engine, numbered 4544. So on the 1st of June 2025, finally, after having a coal delivery, our resident steam locomotive class 45XX small prairie tank engine, numbered 4544, finally underwent her first fitness to run FTR exam, and I'm very pleased to announce. Sorry, no. It was the 2nd, I believe. Sorry, I do beg your pardon. No, yeah, sorry, it was the 2nd of June. I do beg your pardon. So the 2nd of June 2025, our resident steam locomotive class 45XX small prairie tank numbered 4544 underwent the first of her 7-day probationary period of fitness to run, and I'm very pleased to announce that she did pass that exam. She also passed her second fitness to run FTR exam on the 2nd, and then her third FTR exam on the 3rd, and then unfortunately I will let you know further the next update in the next few minutes. The next update we have for you is in relation to our resident steam locomotive class 56XX tank engine, numbered 5688. So on the 1st of June 2025, we announced that our resident steam locomotive class 56XX tank engine, numbered 5688, was repainted and is now sporting once again British Rail black livery, having previously worn the livery, and then obviously was a few years ago, and then repainted into green, and it is now back in black. Currently, it is out of service, awaiting repair at the maintenance traction depot. It's parked up and is awaiting to go away for repairs to be done. The next update we have for you is in relation to our other class 56XX tank engine, numbered 6669. So this may sound very confusing. So our resident steam locomotive class 56XX tank engine, numbered 5688, previously wore Great Western Railway green livery and is now in black livery, and our resident steam locomotive class 56XX tank engine number 6669 has done the latter. So to put it in a way that's probably not going to confuse everybody, was in BR black livery and is now due to be repainted into Great Western Railway green livery. So they've all done a bit of a swap and change, if you like, to put it in a more simplistic way. So yes. The next update we have for you is again in relation to our resident steam locomotive class 56XX tank engine numbered 5688. So on the 2nd of June, we did confirm that our resident steam locomotive class 56XX tank engine number 5688 has started undergoing some repair at the maintenance traction depot here at the JBMR. However, we have found a few issues. Originally, we were going to send it away, but then we said we announced that we were going to keep it here and try and get it repaired here to save it going away. However, now we've got into the bare bones of it. We have found a few other quite severe issues. So after all that, it has to still go away. So it's a bit of a headache, if you ask me. So yes, as I've said before, so our resident steam locomotive class 56XX tank engine, numbered 5688. Now, sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. So it now currently sports great British Rail black livery, having previously sported Great Western Railway green livery. So the next update we have for you is in relation to our resident steam locomotive class 45XX small prairie tank engine, again numbered 4544. So as I was going a little bit ahead of myself earlier, we get to the final part of the final update of our resident small prairie class 4500 tank engine, numbered 4544. So on the 5th of June 2025, after undergoing its 4th fitness to run exam, which it passed, whilst on its way back to the shed, unfortunately it suffered a mechanical failure, and we had no choice but to fail it, which was an extreme shame, if you ask me. A lot of work and a lot of time has been put into getting her back into service, or attempting to get her back into service, and unfortunately it's failed. So currently we are looking at trying to get it back into service as quick as possible. However, we have found that we have sheared a crankshaft. So that's unfortunately going to mean we have to basically near enough take the whole engine apart. So yes, it's not a good start for not a good end or middle for 2025 for 4544 really. So yeah, so that is not good. The next update we have for you is in relation to our resident diesel shunter rather, class 08, previously numbered D3602, also known as 08487. So once again, on the 5th of June 2025, we announced that our resident diesel shunter class 08 numbered D3602, also known as 08487, had been renumbered and now runs as D3202, with its other number being 08134. Currently, the our resident diesel shunter class 08 numbered, well now numbered D3202 or 08134 is currently at the maintenance traction depot undergoing electrical repair, following it failing on Tuesday the 9th of January 2024. And yes, I know what you're thinking. That is a hell of a long time. But a lot of things have happened, and we do need a diesel shunter. And unfortunately, with the 03 still delayed in the never-ending queue, we also do need a slightly stronger shunter for the heavier stuff. And obviously that isn't being helped by the delayed 03. So yes, even though that is not as powerful, but yeah. So the next update we have for you is in relation to the acquisition of steam locomotive class 4575 small prairie tank engine numbered 5525. So on the 6th of June 2025, we announced that we had acquired steam locomotive class 4575 small prairie tank engine numbered 5525. So yes. The next update we have for you is in relation to our resident steam locomotive Ivet class 2MT tank engine numbered 41247. So on the 9th of June 2025, we announced that our resident steam locomotive Ivet class 2MT tank engine, also known as Mickey Mouse tank, due to the placing of the route indicator discs on either side, which gave it the appearance of it having ears, underwent her static boiler inspection, and I'm very pleased to announce that she did pass that inspection. Our resident steam locomotive class Ivet 2MT tank numbered 41247 currently sports British Rail black livery. The next update is in relation to movement of our newly acquired steam locomotive class 4575 small prairie tank engine numbered 5525. So on the 10th of June 2025, we announced that our newly acquired resident steam locomotive class 4575 small prairie tank engine numbered 5525 departed her former home and was due to be transported by road to us here at the JBMR. The final update we have for you, this is the as of today's hot off the press. So today, Thursday the 12th of June 2025, our resident steam locomotive class 4575 small prairie tank engine numbered 5525 finally arrived here with us here at the JBMR, and is currently awaiting testing. There is a little bit of maintenance to do before it can undergo those tests. Currently, our resident steam locomotive class 4575 small prairie tank numbered 5525 currently sports Great Western Railway green livery. However, we are going to be making a decision at some point whether we will repainted into British Rail black livery. But as of yet, we are not made a decision on that quite. So, yes. So that is all my updates for you this evening. So thank you very much, and I will see you very, very, very soon. Thank you. Bye. Bye, guys.